Hello and welcome back everybody, this is Mystic Games. Today I'm going to be doing a Last Flame run. We're going to be doing it on Novice. I'm doing this more to show you guys how I make my decisions on building. I did a quick kind of tutorial building on building a team, how characters work. This game's been super fun, I've been super enjoying it. I've done a couple runs on Adept at this point. I haven't beat the final boss yet, because I actually haven't ran. There's apparently you can get a final boss. Zico is supposed to be apparently very powerful. We might actually go Zico here. Right now, I don't see anyone in particular. Right now, it'd be Frost would be probably my goal. If I were to go based on what I have, like these two would be a good pair. Eslo and Zoe you could probably use. Funny thing is, your tank is Eslo, who I shouldn't say he's a tank. I used him as a tank though, just based on how you can build him. And then you have Zoe, who's more of a physical damage caster, so she in theory would not be a tank, but she would be like supporting your tank. Eslo's more, oop, I did not mean to do that. I guess we'll just go this then. I don't care for any of these. If I was on harder difficulties, Gambler's Key would be fine, but on lower, Golden Cube is probably it. So because we're on a lower difficulty too, I'm generally going to go towards boss battles more. So in this, I'd probably go this way. I'd probably... You guys can't see me, I should really turn on my mouse cursor for this. But I would probably go hit the bonfire first, that you guys can see is the lowest on the map. As soon as I get through all the skulls here. Then I'd go to the elite. Then I would go to the event, I would go to the other elite, I would probably go to the star, and then I would either pick... I'd probably go to the shop last. Fires give you a team buff as well, so they're very good to get early on. Campfires, and then elites give relics, and relics are very good. Especially in endless mode, you want to get as many relics as you can. So, doesn't really matter where we go. We're going to start on this skull that's highlighted right now, because that helps me reach the fire. I could go to that skull too, it'd be the same thing. That's the only skull that I can't use is on the far left. I'm going to use the far right skull to start. So, we'll use her as our tank for this battle. We'll separate them. This guy does a best targeting spell where he hits as many heroes as he can for 120 damage. So we're going to spread them out so he can't hit both. Then he has to choose his target, which is good for me and not for him. So here we actually got a pretty solid choice. We got Magnus, who's we're definitely taking. No, I'm joking. Magnus actually looks like he belongs with our ice buddy here, though, Eslo. They look like they're kin. But we're going to go with Eva, because Eva's kind of a tanky Frost build. Interesting character. I wouldn't say she's one of the best tanks by any means, but I do think she's okay. Her ability scales with defense, and she gains defense for Frost, which means she becomes very hardy in the sense of she can take a lot of hits, and she gains 8 defense for each hero summoned within 3 hex range. You always want to make sure her teammates are within range of her to give her additional armor as well. But yeah, she's what we're going to take just because we're going Frost. And going shield with this guy and spell power is fine. Trying to figure out if I want to go with stronger spell power, which I think is what we're going to do. And honestly, the Jade Dagger is usually almost always a good choice. She's probably going to be built with like attack damage and crit. The question is, You're getting the spell power. We don't have any defense. We could re-roll for defense, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm wondering if I should go crit with her, or if I should just reduce her with the dagger. I think we just reduce her cast power with the dagger here first. Get her a little bit lower so that she casts more, because that gives her more crit. And then we can build her into a fighter crit build is probably what we're going to go for here. Oh, this is interesting. So here's another thing, placement on the hex map. So you can actually see who, like, if you, as I move my hero around, you can see that the one up top is facing her, but the one on the bottom isn't. If I drop my hero here, you notice that this one turns and faces, right? If I put this one over here, you notice that both the enemies are facing this, is because they're going to target her. If I drop her here, this one retargets Zoe, or if I drop her again, it retargets onto Eva. So this is probably how we'd want to drop them to try to keep them in the hex range for her bonuses, and so they also can maximize damage. We have no healer yet, so that's problematic. For anything that just beams and hits people, not good for me. Okay. So here is an interesting choice. We can either get another tank. We're not going into endless mode, so getting another tank wouldn't be bad. Gyachi is a super good tank, by the way. He's actually one of my favorite tanks in the game. We're not going shock, so we're not going to pick Orion, but Orion's actually a solid tank as well. He stuns his target every time he casts, and then heals for XP. And then any heal that is over, he converts into shield, and then everyone else gets some shield as well. And every 2 attacks he inflicts shock, and every time he stuns, he gains, all the enemies gain an additional 1 shock. So then we're probably going to end up going Kasara, because I don't, other than my other caster, I don't really have a mage, and she's just pretty solid overall, and her ability stuns. So she does damage based on distance. We could go Vinrak as well. Vinrak does ethereal damage. Whew. Excuse me, guys. He has ethereal damage. He has a self buff of his max mana. So it's about 5 seconds it lasts. He gains ethereal. The amplification, attack speed of 35%, which is pretty solid. He just hits harder and faster and deals more damage. We picked him on accident, which is fine, not a big deal. Every 3 seconds, all enemies gain 1 of every debuff active on them. This is actually okay. There are better items for us, though. We're going to dig a little bit and see if we can't find something better. This is actually, every attack the wearer has a 1% chance per burn to, and bleed enemy to stun the target for 1 second. This is actually a really good item if you get this and you're building a bleed or burn team. I actually really like bleed teams. I haven't been able to run too many burn teams because every time I try to do it, I don't get enough burn characters to do so. Just based on RNG. This is pretty good too for our character, for our tank. Once we get an item to just stacks up their HP, and then at 15 stacks they get additional armor. We're all about that, so we're gonna go that. We're at the point of we want everybody to target her. This is probably the way we want to go about it. Give her the most defense. We want these guys to all kind of target the elemental, though, because that one's going to be the one that's going to deal the most AoE damage. So, fortunately, we kind of split our damage between the spider and stuff, but it's still early, and we're on Novice, so we just ate him. Snowy's pretty solid. He does a lot of damage very quickly, but then he stuns himself, but he does do solid damage. These are all good options, because giving her health and armor is good. Giving Snowy the 30 damage and 15% crit is pretty good for him, because he boosts with damage. But we're gonna get our armor, because we already have a thing to fuse for that. And then we are gonna reroll, because we have a bit of flame, because we're on Novice. We can play around a little bit. Unfortunately, we're very heavy on... I don't want to reduce any more of attack speed on him. Do I want to reduce mana? Because this is always a solid option. Or do I just want to go attack damage on one of my guys? Let's fuse these items. You guys can see fusion in action. You can see it went down there. Put it on him. Or on her, I should say. This is going to make her a lot more tanky, which is her job. She does get a taunt too, which is nice, because sometimes they do attack something you do not want them attacking. Now here's the interesting part here. I feel like we kind of want to reroll. I'm thinking we go for attack speed. I'd actually prefer to get the mixed. Let's see if we can get, yeah. We'll go with this. I like this. Actually, I like both these too. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna give this to... We'll give it to Snowy. Honestly, he's pretty good too. We're low on the gear right now. Let's get our team buff. So right now we're running Frost. Very heavy on the Frost and 1 ethereal amplification. No shock. So we have inflicts twice amount of shock, but we have no shock. All heroes gain spell power equal to 18%. Yeah, that doesn't really help us. I mean, that's probably the best one so far. Whenever a hero gets below 6% health, the hero gains 30% attack damage of the hero with the highest attack damage and 25% lifesteal. That one's okay too. We have a lot of attack damage going on here. All heroes receive 2% heals received for every mana regen. We are probably not going to go a lot of regen on our characters here. Yeah, the only two options we have are Hellion right now. Honestly, I think it's Hellion. Spell power is not bad either, because it would actually increase a lot of their spell damage. So it is usable. We just don't have the attack damage built up right now to make it usable. It would be going off Snowy's damage. I'm wondering if... This is more of a survival one, and this is more of a damage output one. I think we're going to go more of survival right now. We're going to enchant our one item. You guys see when it turns purple, it turns into, instead of 50, it goes to 100, and then it goes to 80. You can see I have my sticky key on. Nope. We upgrade. We would normally enchant again if we could, but we can't, so we're going to rest, get our mana, get our life back, and then we're going to fight an elite. And we're going to hope that with our new powers to be, we're going to make sure everybody focuses. Well, you know what, it doesn't even matter really. As long as they attack the tank, we should be okay. Oh, I have no healer. I just realized that. That actually might be a problem. I have no healing items and I have no healer yet, so my tank's going to die there. We lose, and I guess that's a good thing, because we get to see we lost some flame. We don't have any mana regen. This is actually pretty solid if I was running a mage team. We're getting a lot of shock items, which is hilarious because we don't have shock. It's probably lifesteal, so we can try to survive a little bit longer. This is pretty solid for our tank. Let's get this because we have no healer. And we're probably going to get roughed up until we do find a healer. This is probably the best one because we have a lot of damage. Unfortunately, a lot of my damage is melee. We're just gonna go with that. I don't want to risk getting hurt for no reason. We're probably gonna... Oh my god, we might actually lose this fight. This is actually crazy. He will taunt. So I guess that's the way to look at this. Yeah, that lifesteal ain't enough, man. Snowy's surviving because of the lifesteal, but it's rough. It's a little scary there. Hilarious. All heroes inflict shock. Yeah, we don't need that. All heroes gain 28% crit, but gain 2 mana. That's okay. The 85 defense is good, but you have to put them on hexatiles, and when you have to put a tank on a... You get 2 tiles on this random tile map that give 85 defense. The issue is when you put your tank there, it's just useless because your tank usually has to be placed to defend. So the best item here is going to be the all heroes gain a 9% chance on attack to stun. We have a lot of melee based heroes, and this should work for us. This one would be a good backup, but I think that one's just the better choice. Unfortunately, this is actually okay for... if I had like an off tank, because really you would put this on your main tank. Does anyone really... Us getting the goggles is actually pretty good for Snowy. Trying to figure out if anyone really benefits from Frost. Kind of he does, that's about it. Really, he doesn't benefit from Frost other than his stacking of his damage. Because right now, casting, this one's actually decent for, like, to go with the dagger. Because she would cast more, which would then increase her attack speed. I think the Frost Armor is the best item, though, unfortunately, to go with our tank. Now that she has a healing item and a defense building item, I think she's pretty solid. We just need to get her the items to go with her build, which is building defense and health. I guess we go with Frozen Armor. Not the best choice, in my opinion, but it's going to have to do. We're going to go to the shop because we need items badly. We're probably going to upgrade our... God. Alright, so you're the biggest threat. Let's kill you first. Oh, I'm praying that he can survive by himself. I don't know if he's going to be able to. It's a very big risk putting him on here. But this is what the hexatile thing is. So I got one hexatile here with Snowy's on it, and then one with the wolf. And it gives me 35% crit, so... Anyways, we're going to go with this. We're going to pray that they kill this guy quick enough that they're able to save the wolf. Alright, we did win the fight. I haven't leveled anyone up, so that's not helpful. We'll go here. None of... I guess you have Frost, right? Guy's kind of good because he can be used as an off tank in a sense. Not that he's really a tank, but he can be used as a backup person to kind of take hits. You're a healer based on summons, which I'm not going. This guy's also a good off tank, Naka. We're gonna go with him though, and we're gonna replace our wolf. Getting a lot of ethereal stuff though. A lot of shock stuff. Seeing a lot of shock stuff, which is super annoying. We could actually go the enchanted arrows and give it to our boy Snowy. That might be the way to go. He has 8 times 3, right? 24% attack speed. Better than nothing. Alright, let's shop. What are the little items we got? That's actually pretty solid too, unfortunately. Because right now we definitely got to give him this. Maybe, oh my god. I don't have any healer though, really, right? Another shock item, hilarious. That's a good, like a support kind of item. You give somebody high crit, and then you build around giving other teammates shield. We don't have a support. Almost, oh my god. Ugh. I was hoping to build around just... None of the items are great. The ice amulet's actually probably the nicest one, which is pretty funny because I already have a set for our tank. And I realistically think the dagger is better. This is good. Man, there's not many good options here. I mean, this and this are alright. I wonder if I should just give him the damage for right now too. Just stack that guy. He is good because he gets bonus damage based on 60% of his actual damage, so scaling his damage is fine. With her, we have items. See, I would have liked to have rolled defense and health items, even if it was common and not green. That would have been helpful. Could go mana regen on her too, just to give her a little bit of mana regen to help her get to her ability, which is still okay, I guess. I guess that's what we do here, right? And then we fuse it with something. I'm gonna fuse it with this because I could actually see me exchanging this item eventually. This is the item I need on her. Unfortunately, it is the least usable item. Alright, we're gonna proceed for now. We're gonna fight the boss. We're gonna exchange you out, even though I think you're probably better here. Does he does yes, you want to stack your heroes on this. Other than him, because we're gonna give him the crit. Might be better to give her the crit. I think she feeds off crit better than he does. Alright. You see us laying the stun onto him. This team is hilariously not really well built at the moment. Just kill the boss. Alright, there we go. How are you a support? I'm confused on how this character's a support. Every time hail strikes, deals an omni crit, all heroes gain 10 attack damage. Spell is dealt with before strikes, therefore the team. Oh, okay. So he's a buffer, not a healer, but it is a support character. This would actually be fine. This, I actually don't mind this, but it's just not, I don't think it's good enough at the moment. This is actually pretty good for tanks, but we already have items for our tank that we need to have on our tank. So we're kind of looking for attack damage items here. We're getting so many shock items too. We can burn through our flame because we just get our flame back here anyways. Warden staff's pretty decent for our boy. Pretty much guarantees mana regen, but I don't know if it's good enough. Again, same point. Every attack the wearer gains 3% attack damage. Yeah, I think we give that to Snowy. We put it on our attack speed item, because that will help him build it up. It's too bad that this goes by max mana, because it doesn't really do that much, honestly. 24% attack speed isn't that high. Alright, we fully heal our flame. We have a bunch of trophies. Trophies give your heroes experience. I haven't used them yet. Sometimes it's worth keeping, but I didn't get anything that really helps me on that level. There are relics that actually boost you, and it's worth like holding on to trophies sometimes, but we just didn't find anything. So what do we got here? The shops are all on the left. That's horrible because I want to fight elites. If I go this way, I can't get to the flame that way. We just got the campfire, so I guess we got... Alright, we can buff up a bunch of our items. How many items do we have we can buff? 1, 2. We have 2. That doesn't even help me. This is crazy bad layout right here. Because I'd want to go this way and I'd want to hit the skull, the elite skull. So that would make me go to the fire, then I want to go to the elite skull, and I'm going to go to the fire again. But I really need to hit a shop. If I go this way, I get 2 fires, 2 shops, 2 fires, which I don't need 2 shops. My god. If I go this way, shop, then it's just normal skulls though, so I'm just wasting my time. I think going to the elites is the best thing to do here, unfortunately. Oh, this is a bad layout. Nothing I can do about it. I actually wouldn't mind putting you on the board. You would be good with Omni Crit. I wonder who I'd replace. You, probably? Yeah, you're not guaranteed. This person does what I want them to do. At least in the sense of their job. She's just dying. I need to get... you know what? We're gonna reroll. There we go. That's what I wanted. We're just gonna... Just so this hero doesn't die. It's gonna become problematic if I don't do that. Attack speed and crit's good on you. Attack speed and crit's good on you too. Kind of want to damage. Alright, we're gonna put you there because you heal. Alright, let's level up some people here. Boom, level up. Gains 7% crit strike. And at 3 stacks gains Omni crit. That doesn't help. That's actually Wild Boar's okay. If we had summons, it'd be better. For every 3% health loss, they gain 1%. So at 30%, they gain 10. This is better overall, but she has to survive. So you're probably getting 20, and at best you're getting 30% if she's able to survive. This one would be better over, like, in the sense, this actually does work with her. Because we have the stun goggles, so they have the ability to stun, which is just going to give her 8 attack damage and spell power. And she could possibly get it as well. It's just, it doesn't have a cap. So this is probably the best scale. These are 2 of the best scaling, I would say. I'm gonna go with Zap here. Let's see if we can get you something nice. Okay. This is probably the one for you. And that gives people mana. Giving people mana is good. And our support, what do we give you? This is actually pretty good, because he will give us gold. It only works so much, though. Eventually that becomes useless. If we were using bleeds, that'd be really nice. I think we just give this guy 4 mana regen. It'll be 2 mana regen, really. And then we just give him the mana regen. That allows him to hit more, which gives more bonus attack power. We'll go with that. We'll go with that for right now. I don't want to spend all my investments here. She's going to start to heal, which is good because it'll keep us alive. Yeah, without that heal, he would have died right there. Alright. Let's get the money. Let's pick an item. This is actually good for my team. Frost Dagger goes well on our boy here. Frosty the Snowman here. Yeah, I think we just put it on the axe for now. You have the ability to get a decent amount of attack speed, which is important. And then we have a decent amount of crit. Plus, he's always going to be on the hex that gives me the other 35, so he's at 50% crit at all times. Not counting his buff, you know. So, yeah. Now we could actually try to swap passives, but I don't feel like anyone got a really bad passive. The only one that got a bad one would be Leak Kalu. So I think we take the trophies and additional hero for our roster. Nothing good. Layla, I hate. She has a bear, and the bear taunts, and then they get the team killed because you have to place her and the bear in a certain location, or it just doesn't work well. He doesn't really do anything. He gives money. That's what he's here for. And Alec is good if you're using a bleed team. And the best one here for my team would be Solarath, probably, just because he has some ability to heal. Unfortunately, he's not very good. So, we're going to go with Solarath anyways. Right now, he's the one I would trade if I was going to get rid of a character. Alrighty. You... Well, let's put Snowy in range, make you run. Doesn't really matter. Alrighty, there we go. Off to the races here. I'll be happy when we can upgrade her amulet to epic. We're gonna get 2 fires, so hey, why not, right? Alright, we got a green item here. So we can get something good. So we're gonna burn some flame. What do I want? We want crit and attack damage if possible. Crit and attack damage. Max mana doesn't help her, right? Oh. Nope. Could take the spell power and just give it to... Isolo, but Isolo really should probably have something, have more crit and attack speed. Or we can just go crit and damage. We want her to crit as much as possible. We want her to attack as much as possible. I think it's actually going to be this. Short dagger is a good choice as well. But we're going to go with this. We could actually just get the minus max mana here too and put it on. Then they get more. No damage though. They're literally just here buffing everyone else at this point. Let's get this. Oh, how horrible placement is that? That's fine. She tanks a little bit. My Snowy is tanking too, which is not great. What was your damage at? 702? Yeah, we're getting good damage from you slamming people around. We actually need healing. I'm actually considering giving that to, It goes horrible with the Jade Dagger, though. I think we get rid of the Jade Dagger. I'll give it to you for right now. Well, we'll give it to our caster, actually. And then we'll give you this. That allows her to heal for 14 damage every attack. And being that it purely is attack speed right now and crit, that's doing the job that it needs to do. So, being that you're my only support, we're actually going to level up here. Because I can already see this being a problem. This fight's going to be probably kind of difficult for us. He attacks the lowest health target, and I don't think taunt works. Let's get everybody up a level here. You actually do well on defense. The question is, should I give you lifesteal just so you're not dying as much? But I think it's fine once we level up your stuff, which we're going to be doing. Yeah, just give her defense to let her deal more damage. Let's get you up. You have lifesteal, you have hero. More health or lifesteal? I think it's lifesteal. Hitting a ton. Snowy, you're my main damage person. What do we got here? Could give Snowy some lifesteal. I don't know if it's necessary or not. We could just go ham on the damage too. Scale's really good with damage. Question is, do I want survivability? I think a little bit of survivability is probably better, unfortunately. And then we got... You're kind of in the same realm. Honestly, nothing's really good here. Probably the lifesteal. And then... You would be magic steel. Unfortunately, spell power would have been the want, which we did not get it there. He's gonna run for Snowy too. Yep, that's what I thought. Snowy, you have the ability, my friend. Ah. Oh, that life steal is actually clutch, I feel like. Okay, so something I will go over. The Gyachi's Vial, after 7 seconds in a fight, all heroes receive a heal equal to 65% of their max HP. That has a skull next to it, because if you pick this, you have to replace one of your other relics to replace it. So normally I don't pick these. Right here, probably the best one would be Defense or Magic Steal. Unfortunately, Magic Steal only affects certain abilities, and the Hexatiles we're not going to use because we already have the crit Hexatiles, which is what we're building around. So we're probably just going to go straight defense. That just helps everyone survive a little bit better. Unfortunately, this is actually okay if you had a Burn Team, the Blazing Trident. We do not. So here we want something to buff our Mage, which the Crystal Staff doesn't work. That doesn't help us. Every second the wearer has a chance per burn and frost. You gain 1 mana. We could actually put this on our Liko, because that gives her the ability to heal herself. I'm actually gonna probably do that. And it goes based on the debuffs, not on the mana or damage or anything. So this is actually solid because we get a decent amount of frost. And then she's going to heal herself every 2 attacks, and she has a good high attack speed. And then she's also buffing damage by attacking. So getting more attack speed would actually be really nice on her as well. Which this item does provide attack speed as well. All attack speed, all just health regeneration from her. We're also going to be able to pick... we're going to double enchant here. That doesn't help me. The negative to that is way more than I want to deal with. Yeah, I don't like any of these. This is the only one I would potentially take. If it was like a +1 to mana, I would actually take it, but it's such a detrimental amount of mana. And none of my characters, like this would be good on bleeds almost, because a lot of bleed characters, they benefit from having a high max mana. This actually doesn't benefit my team because it's frost based. It's a weird situation here. We want to get this up because we want to upgrade this and turn it to 8%. That'll help her heal better. And then I'm probably going to upgrade that. These are all good items. We're going to hit another enchanter, right? Yes. I feel like the tank surviving is the most important thing right now, so let's do that. And then healing everyone's more important than healing themselves. Oh, we have another action. I totally forgot. We get 2 actions here. And then... let's increase our damage output. Make it even better. Alright, this is a split damager. You're going to be the only one not sharing on the damage, my friend. There we go. Healing from her pendant. Getting taunted. Yep, solid. If he had a high max mana, that would actually be good. Tentacles is pretty solid here. It just gives me crit damage, which is nice. Everybody's going to be doing crit here for the most part. A random hero gains an additional item slot. The hero is randomly selected from all your heroes on your board, not benched. In addition, the retro pack contains items. Unfortunately, it's random and random, but we do get an item slot, which is really strong. The other one I don't like because we need our defense right now. Our character's literally built around defense, so getting lockbox would be bad for our team. It'd be Tentacles or Retro Pack. I almost want to take Retro Pack. Is there any... Could get rid of the defense for it. The issue is who's going to get the Retro Pack, right? If Snowy gets it, that's really good, because Snowy's insane, damage-wise. Technically, if my tank got it, wouldn't be horrible. I'd get rid of the defense here for sure. Or do I just want the crit damage? 90% crit damage is so good. Pretty much doubles your crit. Everybody here is supposed to be dealing crits. She's the only one I haven't built yet to do so. I usually think it's crit damage. Alright, we want attack speed and crit, really, here. We could go spell power, too. I'd prefer to have... I'd rather give him some mana regen than nothing at this point. She has her crit on her, more crit for her. We like crit and attack speed for her. No damage, just crit speed and attack. Purely here to just help your teammates survive at this point. The issue here is he does an AoE spin, so we actually want to not keep people in range if possible. I don't think she even got to the point where her healing pendant had to go off. Honestly, the High Mountain Ring. None of these are good, but the High Mountain Ring works for our mage a little bit. Help him generate a little bit of mana here. Do I want to get another hero and toss somebody out, or do I want to change a buff? I mean, your buff could be changed. You have a buff that would be worth changing. It's not super good. We got nothing. I guess it's that. This is better than what you have, unfortunately. Not that mana regen's bad, it just wasn't that good for you. It's better. This will stack the damage a little bit higher too, which makes them helpful. Alright. This is super nice with bleeds. Whenever a hero has... Alright. I feel like Eye of the Forest. It's not really better, I guess. We gotta heal, and then we're gonna... I actually want more frost. And this heals yourself. Alright. Boss. This is not the best. Interesting. This is actually a pretty bad team for this too, because we are all... Funnily enough, I don't... Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing. Let Frosty just eat the boss while everyone else kills the coffins really quick. Damage stacks because of the Omni crit on this bad boy. Fortunately, we're not stacking Frost on the boss because we're stacking Frost everywhere else. That actually worked out better than I thought it would, to be completely honest. Oh, okay. Oh, we got two nice characters here. We have an AoE stunner. She's actually pretty solid. And then we have the healer for the Frost team, which is built around critically striking and then healing, which we kind of gave that role to. If we get another character slot, James would actually be nice. Fortunately, we need a character slot for James. Attack damage is fine. Everybody's pretty much using that. This is actually pretty solid. We could actually use this on you could use this on a lot of characters. We will take that. I was hoping to get the relic where I get a bonus slot. At this point, we're pretty much fully upgraded on items. We only need to hit one camp. We do need to go to a shop. This is like the same situation. So, we can go to the shop at the beginning. We can go to double camp, which we don't really need. Double camp doesn't help us right now. It would almost be better to get double shop. The issue here is I'm not going to get double shop. I'm going to get triple shop. Well, I could just skip the shop, I guess, get that shop. Yeah, I guess that's the way. We're going to pretty much go left, straight, shop, exclamation point, fire, elite, star, and then shop or fire, depending on what we need. I wish there was 2 elites in a row here, but unfortunately there isn't. So we're going to have to go this route. You just got to survive tank for a second here while we wipe out the bottom. Alright, so we need, she needs crit and attack damage. Can I just get some, like, solid damage here? There we go. Yep, I'm decently happy with that. That will stack her damage higher quicker. He splits damage. Alrighty, there we go. Nice. Snowy got insane. We don't need a... Let's see what we get for items. Oh. These are both nice. Frozen Axe and Frozen Wand. This actually works really well with, I wish that was the damage item. I guess we can give you this. And then we're going to go with Frozen Wand, because if he, the duration of this stun is reduced by 1 second for each stun Snowy dealt this fight. So giving him the ability to stun is really strong here. These are actually all very good items. The Frozen Axe, Christmas Tree, and Frozen Wand are all good with my team comp. And we're going to give her the... on the axe. If we can upgrade that too, that's even better because it increases the stun rate. Anywho. We got our 6th team member if we get the item to do so. I think we're just go... We don't need a passive though. Oh, well. Goodbye, Wolf Boy. Very late in the map to get that, but it is what it is. She's gonna take a lot of damage right here. I don't know if she'll survive. Yeah. There we go. They're all dying. I think the only reason she lived was because she gained a lot of healing from, They all gain, like, it's so much damage from, our buffer. She's really not doing much else, though. She gave 131 health. This would actually be nice if I had any mana regen on this character. I guess I do, right? Not a ton, but I do have some. I guess we just go with Arcanist Staff and we put it on the... I would like more mana regen, but I just don't have it. Alrighty, let's see what we get here. No good heroes. I do like the 30 damage in the crit. I just like that item in general. That would be really good on... If we end up getting access to James, which I would like, that would be helpful. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that we really would need from here. I think anything else is an upgrade. Alright. Shields. We don't really have anything for shielding. That teleports me away. We don't want that. This is actually okay for tanks. We already have the skeleton shield. I actually like the champion's helmet. This is actually, the Manistry is actually pretty decent too. If you have a high mana pool, it's alright. Unfortunately, we don't have a high mana pool on anybody here. Like, you would be the one I'd want to give it to, and you don't have a high mana pool. So it doesn't really help. I guess it's better than the nothing I have. That's a way to look at it, in a way. Could give you something. Oop. It doesn't really help. It doesn't really help either. I mean, we could give the skeleton shield to like offset some of the it would be nice if there was something that just gave damage here, because that would be kind of what I'd want to buff with her. It's actually giving her some damage. There really isn't anything that's going to do that for me right now. I mean, this would be the best thing. 8 times the mana pool, 7 times 8. She's the one with the highest mana pool, right? I guess that's okay. It's better than nothing, I suppose. I think that's the logic here. They'll actually buff her hail strikes as well. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then what do we have left? You're in melee. You need attack damage items. You're good. We have an item for you. Yeah, I think that's it. Not a great shop. I really wish I had something for the, it's all like tanking items. I need, Yep. Yeah, well, that was a decent trade. Legendary for just nothing. We'll let her stack the bone gods. That seems pretty solid on her. Would have been better with crit, but it is what it is. I didn't get the choice, so. Increase our stuns. And then it's like we can increase that, which is the better of the items, I would argue, but this one's going to be what we need to actually have that item trigger. So I guess we go with that. Oh, we could just do all 3. There we go. Fight the elites. Interesting. Such a bad layout for my character here. Yep, That's what we're gonna do. I was gonna say, should be able to heal enough where he doesn't die. He's just over there on me critting. Getting a shield every 4 seconds is better than just getting 160 health once. Yep. There you go, buddy. We're not going to be able to use you, but hey. Gear you up anyways, right? There we go. Let's see what... Oh, that was so much damage. You only got it off once, though, because he just got melted after. Got a damaging ability here. Every attack the wearer deals ether damage equal to 3 times the amount. This is actually pretty good for damage. I think we just go this. Just gives me spell power. We need nothing from here. I'll go with you though. You be the backup. We don't need flame. We don't need shop though either. Everybody has items now. We'd want a relic here at this point. It's too bad I couldn't get him onto the field. I mean, I guess it'd be shop, and then if we get something really good, we can just buy from the shop items. Flame doesn't do anything for us. We could just heal, but I guess we lose here if we lose anyways, right? What we got going on? Dude, this item is insane. Oh my god, I ran this with a bleed team. It was so nice. That one's okay too, if you have a fast way of stacking up power. This is actually really nice on if we were running James, because we would put this on him and then he would buff the rest of the team. I guess this still works with our damage dealer, right? I think we can make this work. %, crit, 7 seconds, all heroes gain 40%. I think we just... We just upgrade you. That's what we're gonna do here. Yeah, it works for me. We lose some damage out on some damage, I guess, from her, but that's fine. I don't think anything else really matters. Actually, that would have been better to pair with it. The short dagger would have made more sense. Yeah, it's okay though. Let us go. You're going to be on here because you're going to buff everybody after anyways. You're going to be on here. You're going to be right here. You're going to be here. I forgot what she does. She's all about getting AoE. Unfortunately, we don't have AoE. We're going to use up all our things. Let's get our tank up. just giving her shield, I guess. That just kills her and it doesn't help. I don't like the ones that kill your characters. A lot of the times they're just not good enough to... I have no spell power, so that does nothing. Every 4 attacks, if the hero is above 25 and does not have full shield, the hero loses 5 days. That's fine, because you have healing. You're my next most important. Let's get something solid on you, please. I'm actually okay with that. Just kill. I like how it's like, hey, you get an item slot and you just die for it. Hey, you want this one? You just die for it. You're not going to gain shield, but you can have that one because everything else is going to kill you. That would have been nice on literally that person. Yeah, I guess it's that one. This is the most overall useful. The thing is, I could just use up all my... I have 60... Right. Each one is worth 5. So 6 is 30. Yo, it's 60. I could level up one more person. Probably be Snowy. Let's just go all ham. Let's go ham on Snowy. Just gonna be damage. There we go. Make sure she's targeting the tank. Fortunately, the ads are going to be a problem for my team because my team isn't made to deal with ads. Luckily, they were just able to nuke the boss to kill her. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the viewing of Little Ass Flame. That was a standard run. Unfortunately, I didn't get the relic that gives me the bonus slot. It would have been really cool to get James out there so you guys could have seen the synergy with how James heals the party with crits and stuff. Frost teams, that is. I actually got a pretty good Frost roster at the end, too. Like, James is really solid. He probably would have been better. Although she worked really well with the team, the way I built her up. She was pretty much there to stack Zoe and Snowy with damage. And then, having the 6th slot for James would have been really nice. Technically, probably getting rid of Eslo and replacing Eslo with James would have worked as well. Unfortunately, I had already invested trophies in Eslo, so just kind of felt like keeping them. But yeah, pretty solid team. Joanne's a really good caster for Frost as well, so these 7 heroes are pretty solid. I would actually say James and Joanna would probably be better in place of Eslo. And then everyone else is fine. Eva is the Frost tank. I don't think she's a good tank. I think there's better options, but for the Frost team, this is a pretty good looking roster for Frost. So, anyways, I just wanted to do a run so you guys could see. Maybe I'll do another run when I get like a unique bleed run or fire run or something and I can show you guys. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.